I'm going to keep this one short. By my standards, all right? So, this is a story about 6 words. 6 very simple words that changed my life 28 years and 2 weeks ago. And that's when Nicole was born, August 19th, 1990. She was about the weight of a slice of bread on that table right there. And we joked years later, looking back at pictures of her, that she had a pretty good resemblance to E.T. But I'm here to clarify that and completely change that. There's only one day she looked more beautiful than she did the day she was born, and that's today. So very quickly, by my standards again, Women and Infants Hospital in Providence, wonderful, wonderful place because it's full of life. And it just was an awesome experience. Not that she was born 8 to 10 weeks early, but the result was wonderful. So I spent a lot of time in the hospital room with my wife, Cindy. I have some people to thank for that. My mom for being there to support us the whole way. My brother, sisters, families, everybody very supportive. Uncle Stevie Haslam actually delivered her the latest edition of Playgirl magazine to Cindy's room. Oh yeah, she did. You still have it in the closet, come on. Her older brother Chris, and Chris, tag it today, he's the one that named her Coly. All right, so her younger brother Andrew, 4 years later was born. And thank God, because he spent a whole lifetime tormenting her already. And couldn't take him 4 more years. So anyway, a lot of support, a lot of people around, doctors and nurses, specialists, before Nicole was born. But the night she was born, very sensitive. It was tough. Because when you were first born, Coly, first you weren't breathing, and then you were. And I still was really afraid. I never felt fear like I did until I was alone. So with all those people around, everything was cool. But I remember the nurses telling me that I could go down and see her in the special care nursery, and suddenly I'm by myself. I'm in the elevator alone. I'm walking up to the special care nursery by myself. And there's 4 rows, I remember it, and they're labeled A, B, C, and D. And I can't tell you exactly what row you were in. They were labeled by the severity of the situation for each individual baby. It wasn't A and it wasn't D, so it wasn't the best of the worst, but it was still precarious to say the least. So I'm looking at Nicole, I'm looking at these other babies in there, some in really tough shape, others look a whole lot better. And look at this little bundle of beauty, bald head, beautiful anyway, wires and tubes and everything connected to her. And I remember this doctor seeing me, and he came up to me and he said, in an accent, which I would probably butcher if I tried to imitate it because I'm thinking about your accent. Anyway, the accent indicated he was from a country that today he might not be so welcome in, from our esteemed leader with the orange face and the red tie. Yeah. Thank God that idiot wasn't the president then. Because he said to me these 6 words. Well, after he said to me, "Are you the father?" That's more words. I said, "Yes, I am." And rather than him telling me about medical situations, about respiratory issues that occur in premature infants, or about development later on, he said these simple words. He said to me, "I feel good about this baby." And I asked him to repeat that, and he said, "I feel good about this baby." Those 6 words changed everything immediately. I lost my fear, I gained optimism, and I gained hope. And to this day, I have always felt good about my baby. I cannot recall her ever once giving me a hard time. She claims that junior year of high school, she was a bit of a bitch. I don't recall that, so it never happened. It was about the time that she also claimed that the first introduction to alcoholic beverage was by Coly and Dans. So there's that. You thought I forgot that, right? So, I'm here to ask everybody that supports these two like I do. And by the way, I couldn't be happier. And I can't go any further without thanking from the bottom of my heart my brother David and my sister-in-law Katie. They got this all started tonight. Wonderful. Beautiful. So many times I have a little adage back and forth with my wife, and we go back and forth, and I usually say to her, is the glass half full or is it half empty? So everybody that believes that the glass is half full tonight, optimism, faith, strength, and courage for these two. Let's have a toast to them right now.